So tell me this, right? Just considering the fact that you've gone through all that, what advice would you give a version of yourself if you were a little bit younger? What would you say to yourself or to those who maybe are trying to get a foot up?
Um, so the best advice that I actually ever got in my entire life was when I started at CNN, and it was from my dad, and he said, "Know what you don't know." And the reason he had to say it to me is because like I said, I went into CNN and everyone had lived all over the world. They all spoke 7 languages. They all just were amazing, right? So here I am then, and my knee-jerk reaction is I walk into a bookshop and I buy a 1,000-page book, the history of the Middle East. I mean, I just cringe when I think about it now. I was like, this is going to help me. So I used to get up at like 5 a.m. and read all about this. And I was just exhausted and I hated every second of it. And my dad was like, just relax. Like, don't read to learn. If it's that obsessive, it's not going to go in because you're so fixated on learning. But at the same time, know what you don't know where you're at. And I think that really helped me in the sense that the moment I had the confidence at CNN to say, I'm really sorry, I actually don't know anything about that story. I'm really sorry, I don't know anything about the politics in that country. Actually, what happened was, my fear was someone would say she's not good enough. It was the opposite. It was actually that I built a lot of trust with my managers. They believed me when I said I did know something, and they trusted me with assignments because they knew I wasn't gonna, BS them about what I knew and then make a mistake and embarrass them. So I would say if you're at the beginning of your career, and I say this to my team as well, I don't hire you as a 21-year-old or a 22-year-old thinking you're going to have all the answers, thinking you're going to know it. Just be ready to learn, like be a good listener, and be kind and patient with yourself. I think back to the worries I had in my first year at CNN, and I just wish so much I had just enjoyed that first year so much more.